Hey friends! Today, I want to share a story that will remind you how challenges can become opportunities if we look at them differently. Once upon a time, in a small town, there lived a boy named Aarav. He loved flying kites. Every year, the town would host a kite festival and kids would come from all around to participate. This year's festival was going to be bigger and better, and Aarav had been planning for it for months. He wanted to make the biggest, most colorful kite in the sky. And he did. His kite was a masterpiece. It was a huge diamond shape, shimmering with all the colors of the rainbow. He carefully let out the string, and the wind caught the kite, lifting it higher and higher until it almost touched the clouds. Aarav was so proud and happy, but suddenly, a strong gust of wind snapped the string and his beautiful kite began to drift away. It was floating over the river, farther and farther. Aarav ran toward the bridge, hoping to get it before it was too late. But when he got there, the kite was gone. He sat on the ground, heartbroken. All the other kids were laughing and continuing to fly their kites, but Aarav couldn't even look at them. He felt like giving up. Then one of his friends came over and asked, "Hey, why aren't you flying your kite? Did you forget you're supposed to let it go?" Aarav looked at him and said, "It's no use. My kite has flown away. I lost it." His friend tilted his head and said, "Oh, you mean like when your balloon pops and you let the air float away? That's not losing, silly. You're setting it free. Letting go is part of the game. Sometimes you win, sometimes you learn." Aarav thought about those words. He realized his friend was right. Even though he felt like giving up, maybe he could try to see this as an opportunity to learn, to try again and come back even stronger. As he walked home, Aarav noticed an old man sitting under a tree. He had a pile of broken kites beside him, and he was carefully patching one with glue and some scraps of colorful cloth. Intrigued, Aarav walked over and asked, "Why are you fixing these torn kites? They're useless now." The old man looked up and smiled. "Useless? No, my boy. These kites have stories. With a little care, they can fly again, sometimes even better than before. You see, every crack and patch tells the tale of where they've been and how well they can soar. It's all about how you mend them and believe in their strength." Aarav stared at the kites. He realized the old man was right. These kites weren't useless. They just needed a little love and care. Suddenly, Aarav remembered his kite. Maybe he could fix it too. Maybe it wasn't the end. It was just a chance to start a new adventure. He carefully searched for pieces of his kite in the grass, then gathered leftover kite paper, sticks, and glue from his house. For the next 2 days, he worked hard, making repairs and adding new features. It wasn't easy, but Aarav didn't care. He was determined to succeed. Finally, on the last day of the festival, he brought his handmade kite to the field. The other kids laughed at its odd shape, but Aarav didn't care. He ran, letting the string loose. And to everyone's surprise, the kite soared high, higher than most others. It flew beautifully, even though it wasn't perfect. As Aarav watched it dance in the sky, he realized something powerful. It's not about what you lose, but what you do with what you have left. Sometimes life will break your string, and you'll lose things you love. But that's not the end. It's a chance to create something new, something even better. Just like Arrow, don't give up. Build your own wings. Who knows, you might just soar higher than you ever imagined. Do you know someone who needs to hear this? Share this story with them, and let's spread some sunshine. Thanks for watching. See you next time.